Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare yourselves for a spectacular journey back in time, back to a place of mystery and enchantment, back to the Circus of Oblivion. After 90 long years, the curtains are being drawn back, the lights are dimming, and the grand spectacle is about to recommence. Yet, what transpires within its hallowed big top remains a secret shrouded in the mists of time. Today, we delve into the tale of this legendary carnival, attempting to unravel the unspeakable mysteries that lurk beneath its colorful facade. The Circus of Oblivion has been the stuff of legends for close to a century now. Born out of the golden age of the circus, it was renowned far and wide, not just for its dazzling performances, but also for the inexplicable happenings that surrounded it. This was the circus where reality merged with the surreal, where the ordinary became extraordinary, and where dreams and nightmares danced together under the glow of the spotlight. It was a place that promised magic and delivered the inexplicable. The circus was a spectacle unlike any other, a grandiose spectacle of acrobats pirouetting through the air, fire-breathers who could summon infernos with a simple breath, contortionists who could bend and twist in ways unimaginable, and clowns who could make you laugh until tears streamed down your face. But it was not just the performances that were extraordinary, it was the performers themselves. Each one was a character straight out of a fantastical tale, their identities as mysterious and intriguing as the acts they performed. Yet, after a successful run of over 15 years, one day, the circus simply vanished. Overnight, the big top was vacated, the performers disappeared, and the Circus of Oblivion became a ghost, a whisper in the wind. The sudden disappearance of the circus sparked wild speculations and theories. Some said it was swallowed by a supernatural force. Others believed the performers had been cursed, while a few claimed they had simply moved on to a different realm. Decades passed, and the circus became a forgotten tale, a relic of the past. Its story was relegated to dusty books, and the memories of those who had been fortunate enough to witness its glory firsthand. The thrill and mystique of the circus faded into oblivion. Just like its name, the air hums with anticipation as the crowd gathers beneath the towering canvas structure that is the Circus of Oblivion, a spectacle unseen for 90 long years. The circus has materialized seemingly out of thin air, banishing the mundane and inviting the extraordinary. The circus, a marvel of another era, is a spectacle that defies time and space. Its arrival is unannounced, its departure mysterious. It appears only when the moon is full and the stars align, and vanishes as if swallowed by the morning fog. This magical entity has been whispered about in folklores and sung about in lullabies. Yet, its existence remained a question unanswered, a riddle unsolved. But today, it stands gloriously under the velveteen night sky. As the crowd steps closer, they could feel the pulse of the circus, a rhythm that is alive and breathing. The grand entrance, illuminated by flickering lamplights, beckons everyone in, The colors of the circus are vivid and enchanting, a swirl of crimson and gold, azure and emerald, a kaleidoscope of dreams and fantasies. A distant melody from a hidden calliope seeps into the night, ensnaring the senses and luring the curious closer. The scent of caramel popcorn and cotton candy mingles with the unique aroma of sawdust and animals, creating a perfume that is nostalgic, intoxicating. The Circus of Oblivion, a legend, a mystery, a dream, it's all these, and more. Stories passed down through generations speak of the unimaginable feats performed within its canvas walls. Unseen creatures from the farthest corners of the earth, acrobats defying the laws of gravity, magicians conjuring miracles from thin air, these and more are said to be the offerings of the Circus of Oblivion. Yet, what truly happens inside remains a secret guarded by the silence of time. And those who have been fortunate enough to witness the circus firsthand keep the secret well. The crowd stands hushed, their hearts echoing the silent drum roll of anticipation. The night is young. The circus is waiting. The Circus of Oblivion is a world where reality is twisted and dreams come to life. A world that exists on the thin line between illusion and reality. Once upon a time, in the heart of 1930s America, there existed a legendary spectacle like no other. It was known as the Circus of Oblivion. This was no ordinary circus. It was a place where mystery and enchantment coalesced, where the ordinary laws of reality seemed to twist and bend, and where the impossible became the everyday. The Circus of Oblivion was born out of the imagination of a mystic and eccentric showman, Maximilian Morbid. He was a man of peculiar tastes and obsessions, a man who was said to possess the uncanny ability to make people forget their worries and fears. Under his direction, the Circus of Oblivion was not just it was an experience, an escape from the mundane world into a realm of fantasy and wonder. For nearly a decade, the Circus of Oblivion toured across the United States, captivating audiences with its marvelous acts and strange curiosities. Rumors circulated about performers who could levitate, animals that could speak human languages, and clowns who could make people forget their names. But the most intriguing tale of all was about the grand finale, a performance so extraordinary that no one could remember what happened. It was said that, after watching it, the audience would walk out of the big top, their eyes glazed over, their minds completely blank, as if they had truly visited the land of oblivion. However, as quickly as it had arrived, the Circus of Oblivion disappeared. In 1939, on the eve of its 10th anniversary, the circus vanished without a trace. The big top, the performers, even Maximilian Morbid himself, everything was gone, leaving behind nothing but a void and countless unanswered questions. For 90 long years, the world forgot about the Circus of Oblivion. It slipped into the realm of urban legends and old wives' tales, a mystery that most people had dismissed as nothing more than a fanciful story. But now, After all these years, the Circus of Oblivion has returned. Under the dim glow of the moon, the dusty town of Middleshire stirred. The eerie silence that clung to the air was abruptly shattered as the haunting melody of a circus calliope echoed through the deserted alleyways. The Circus of Oblivion, a name whispered in hushed tones, was back after a 90-year hiatus. Its sudden reappearance was as mystifying as its abrupt departure all those years ago. The Circus of Oblivion was no ordinary circus. It was a spectacle of the strange, the mysterious, the terrifying, and the unexplainable. It was a place where the boundaries of reality blurred, and the limits of imagination were tested. Its performers were a motley crew of oddities, each more peculiar than the last. But it was the circus's enigmatic ringmaster, Ambrose the Astounding, who was the most intriguing of them all. A master of illusions, his performances were said to bend the laws of nature itself. Word of the circus's return spread like wildfire through Middleshire. Faces pressed against windows, eyes wide in disbelief and fear. For the older generation, it was a chilling reminder of the past, of the stories that had been passed down from their grandparents, tales of people who entered the circus, only to vanish without a trace. Yet, for the younger generation, it was a thrilling spectacle, an opportunity to witness the legend they had only heard in chilling bedtime stories. As the grand tent was erected, a chilling wind swept through the town. The vibrant red and gold stripes of the canvas billowed ominously under the night sky, casting eerie shadows that seemed to dance with a life of their own. The once bustling market square was now transformed into a haunting spectacle, with the ominous Big Top at its heart. The normally cheerful carousel horses now looked ghastly under the flickering gaslight, their painted eyes filled with a silent dread. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, the townsfolk couldn't resist the lure of the circus. As the clock struck midnight, the golden gates creaked, and a flood of people surged in. The Circus of Oblivion had been silent for 9 long decades. The massive tent, once bustling with life and laughter, was left to weather the ravages of time. However, there was a peculiar aura that the abandoned site retained, a spectral echo of the revelry that once echoed within its canvas walls. The Circus of Oblivion was not an ordinary circus. It was a spectacle that transcended the bounds of reality, an enigma that blended the implausible with the real. Acrobats defied gravity with their nimble movements. Jugglers manipulated fire as if it were part of their own body, and the animals performed tricks that seemed to mock the laws of nature. Rumors spread, whispers of the impossible that became the fabric of local folklore. Yet, as the tent's doors closed, all that remained were these folk tales and the eerie silence of oblivion. As the years passed, the Circus of Oblivion became a forgotten chapter in the annals of history, its enigmatic aura fading into obscurity. However, the circus refused to be forgotten. 90 years later, it returned, rising from the ashes of oblivion, its grandeur undiminished, its mysteries untouched. This resurrection was as inexplicable as the circus itself, an eerie reminder of the uncanny events that once unfolded inside the tent. Upon its return, the Circus of Oblivion was as mesmerizing as it was unsettling. The performers, seemingly unaffected by the passage of time, continued to defy reality with their extraordinary acts. The acrobat still walked the high wire with uncanny balance. The juggler manipulated fire as if he commanded the element, and the animals performed their unnatural tricks as if they too were part of this bizarre spectacle. Among the myriad inexplicable spectacles, there were a few that stood out. The firewalker, a man who appeared to stride across burning embers unscathed, was a sight to behold. The Spider-Woman, a contortionist who moved with the unnerving grace of an arachnid, sent shivers down one's spine. The Laughing Man, whose laughter was said to be infectious, had an inexplicable ability to spread joy or fear. Despite the awe-inspiring performances, there was a sense of unease that pervaded the atmosphere. In the dark heart of the Circus of Oblivion, nestled beneath the towering tent, was a ring that hadn't seen an audience in 9 decades. When the curtain rose for the first time in 90 years, the crowd held their collective breath, anticipating the thrill and suspense of the unknown. They had heard rumors of the mysterious happenings that led to the abrupt closing of the circus all those years ago. But no one knew the truth. The circus was once the epitome of enchantment and excitement, with its wondrous troupe of talented performers, magical acts, and exotic animals. But in 1930, during one seemingly ordinary performance, the entire circus vanished without a trace. The spectators, waiting for the next act, found themselves staring at an empty ring. The performers, props, animals, and even the ringmaster had all disappeared. The authorities were baffled. They searched the surrounding area, but found no trace of the missing troupe. Not a single clue was left behind. No footprints, no signs of struggle, nothing. It was as though they had vanished into thin air. The police concluded the investigation, leaving the case unsolved, and the mystery of the Circus of Oblivion an enduring enigma. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some said that the circus was swallowed by a black hole. Others claimed it was the work of rival performers or an unhappy lover. A few even whispered about the supernatural, that the circus had been claimed by the underworld. But no one knew for certain what transpired on that fateful night. For 90 long years, the circus grounds lay abandoned, a haunted monument to an unresolved mystery. The once vibrant colors of the big top faded. The laughter and applause that used to echo within its confines replaced by the eerie silence of desertion. The Circus of Oblivion was forgotten by most, its legend surviving only in hushed whispers and old folk tales. But then, out of the blue, the circus returned. The previously abandoned grounds sprung to life, the old big top restored to its former glory, and with its return, the mystery of the disappeared circus troupe resurfaced. As the sun began to set on the Circus of Oblivion, the vibrant chaos quieted down to a humbling calm. The last echoes of laughter from the audience resonated through the empty stands, and the lingering scent of popcorn and spun sugar seemed to capture the entire day's spectacles in a single sensory snapshot. The magical, mystical, and uncanny performances that had unfolded within the striped canvas walls were now nothing more than memories, leaving the audience to wonder if they'd truly witnessed the extraordinary, or if it was all an illusion. The Circus of Oblivion had indeed returned after 90 years of absentia,